Thanks very much, Prue. Prue actually emailed me at 9 o'clock last night. I was still at a council meeting and trying to work out what she knew about me. So, good introduction. I appreciate it. Thanks, Prue, for short notice. I just thought before I give an overview of what council can and local government can do for small business, I'd just like you to get an understanding of what the size of the council is and how much impact it has on the community first. So would anybody like to have a guess of what is the total asset value of Goulburn Mulwaree Council? Does anybody like to have a guess at that? Roughly. Go on, anybody. Prue, you have the first guess.
Oh,
The asset value?
35 million.
35 million. Anybody else? 100 million. Yes. The total asset value of the council is 795 million. So when you actually look at
795 million.
795 million as the total asset value of the Goulburn Mulwaree Council, it sort of puts it into perspective of how much an impact we have on the community. How many pieces of legislation do you think local government at both state and federal level are involved in, or we have to implement?
795 million.
Very close. How many pieces? Anybody else know the guess? We're required to implement 123 pieces of legislation. That gives you an idea of the complexity. And just to add some other statistics, we have somewhere in the vicinity, we expect something about $130 million per year. We have 1,300 kilometres of sealed roads. We have 498 kilometres of water mains, and we have about 445 kilometres of sewer main. So it sort of gives you an idea of the complexities of the council business. And sorry, one other statistic before I start is that if you take water as a business, sewer as a business, road as a business, community service as a business, council's actually involved in 75 different businesses. So the employment of 374 staff and that we have in Goulburn Mulwaree is quite an important part of this community and how we grow this community in the future. So I just thought I'd give you that overview because it puts in perspective the impact council has on this community. So the question that I've been asked to answer this morning is, what does Goulburn Mulwaree, or in particular local government, do for small business? Well, first of all, if we're going to grow small business in a town like Goulburn, don't rely too heavily on local government to give you advice on how to grow that business. All due respect, we're a bunch of bureaucrats. We don't know how to grow small business. But what we can do is create the environment, and we can put in place the assets and the structure that makes your life of growing a small business a hell of a lot easier. I have been openly critical of Goulburn Mulwaree Council since I have been here and the way we've been difficult to do business with. And although that is as an organisation with a new director, we've made considerable progress. Excuse me, I'm coughing badly now. We still have a long way to go. I am still having people knock on my doors. I was going to use another terminology. Thanks, Andy. All those rumours they say about you just aren't true, are they?
Yeah.
What's in it, Andy?
So I think it's really important that as small business owners, you understand that we are desperately trying to change Goulburn Mulwaree Council for you to be able to do your business easier. Now that's not just in terms of the planning of issues, it's us doing proper customer service and delivering and also supplying the right environment. I think the opportunity of the council has created recently, and I'm proud of I suppose how bold the council has been with the upgrade, this commencement of the upgrading of the main street. there's a lot of people saying, well, what about car parking? We're losing car parking. Well, sorry, pedestrians buy more out of your small business than ever will a parked car. And I think that's really important, that we create an environment where pedestrians and people that are involved in wanting to do small business actually are able to interact with you better. More importantly, you can get on with your lives as business people without the hassle of local government always being on your back door. I think the other issues that we're very involved in as a council is trying to grow the larger businesses in Goulburn and Mulwaree that small business can therefore interact with. We're very, very lucky to have on our back door a rather large and acquiring industry at Mulwaree. The opportunities for small business in Goulburn to interact with that acquiring industry is quite significant. For example, Gun Lake will be bringing about 300 trucks per day to their quarry in about 18 months' time. Now, if we just think about that in terms of what are the opportunities, those 300 truck drivers are going to need fed, they're going to need their trucks serviced, they're going to need all sorts of services that we as a community, we as small businesses are able to provide to them. And I think that's something that we really need to think about and think long and hard about, how we can grow those opportunities. There's also a number of other businesses that we're working on coming here. For example, there's the expansion of the Battery Creek Airport is absolutely squeezing out market gardening in Western Sydney. The cost of land, etc., even down as far as Picton, is squeezing out those involved in the poultry industry. We're working with those industries to see if they want to establish in Goulburn. So we're going out, and later in August we're going to be holding what I call a trade exhibition in Sydney. And that trade exhibition in Sydney will be talking about the benefits of being involved in Goulburn. Now, Goulburn's in a fantastic position, in my opinion, absolutely fantastic position, because it's easy to attract business here. We have good schools, we have a good education system, we have good preschools, we have good sporting facilities. We've just got the whole social infrastructure that businesses and families want to move to. Now, we have to put in place, I believe, the opportunities to get those businesses to move here. And then small business will feed off that and grow further. And that's the opportunity for us, and if we can work together on achieving those sort of outcomes, I think Goulburn's only got one way to go, and that's on a skyward trend where we are the masters of our own destiny. And I think that's really important, because please don't look at a bureaucrat like me and tell you how to grow your business. I'm a bureaucrat. I know how to fix a road sometimes. I know how to get water to your property, but I don't know how to grow your business. But we can put in as I said, we can put in the environment, create the environment, and allow you to do each of the business with. So I hope that gives you an overview of where I believe we sit in terms of local government, and local government versus, not versus, but part of small business. We're an important part of this community. We're striving to be more community conscious than perhaps what we have been over the last 8 or 10 years. And I'm not going to apologise for saying that. And I think it's really, really good that we've got a council that is totally focused on the community, on community outcomes, and making this place go forward. So I hope that gives you an idea where I'm from. Great, thank you.